Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button right down below and turn on your post notifications so that you're notified of all uploads. Alright you guys, so what we're going to do today is a Dollar Tree inspired DIY. We're going to do a Glam candle holder tray. So what you would need to complete this DIY would be some E6000, hot glue stick and hot glue gun, diamond ribbon wrap, some of these gems, you will only need a few of them, some of these glass gems, optional bling rhinestones, and that is optional, those rhinestones there. See if you can see what they look like. Okay. You will also need scissors, a poster board. It comes big like this, however I've already cut it down to the size I need, which is just a little strip of poster board about that size. Then you will also need 3 of these square mirrors here. You'll need 3 of those. And I think pretty much that will be it. So if you are ready to complete this DIY with me, then let's go ahead and get started. So first thing first, let me move this stuff out of the way. Okay, you guys, so first thing first, we want to protect our table. So I'm just gonna place some paper down here to use as some protection while I work. Okay, so make sure you guys can see me well. I hope you guys can see me well enough. Okay, we want to take our mirrors and we want to place them down like so, and you want to have them there's really no right way to put them. I'm just going to put them this way just because. So I'm leaving a little gap in between all 3 because we're going to glue them together. So before I can actually do that, I just want to make sure that everything is even and fits well. And it seems to be pretty decently even. Okay, so we'll go ahead and glue. Now I'm going to use the hot glue. My E6000 glue is stuck. There we go. So I'm going to use E6000 and hot glue. Okay, so I'm going to put a little E6000 on the corners of the glass, and you want to make sure that it doesn't get on the front of the glass like I just did there. You want to make sure it doesn't get there. It's good if you have like a little towel or something. You know what, better yet, it's easier if you have like a little brush. So let me get a paintbrush and I'm going to spread that down. I think that would be just so much easier. So I got some cheap little paintbrushes I usually keep at my desk, and I'm going to use that. That helps keep this on the edge and not to the front of the mirror. You only want to use a little bit because you don't want it to you definitely don't want it to get on the front of the glass. some glue that's really good with glass, like maybe your Gorilla Glue or the multi-tip glue that says that it's for glass. You just want to make sure that your glue is used for glass as well. Now we want to hold it, give it a little pressure. Okay. Now I'm just going to take a peek at this to make sure it is together, and it is. Okay. So it is together. Okay. We're going to do the same thing for this side. So let me use a same process. We're going to use this side of the glass because it's already up and we're able to move it instead of trying to pick up that big piece that's trying to dry. So we're going to pick this up. Y'all, I'm doing this as I go. So if I seem a little unsure, it's because I'm creating as I go. This is a create as I go DIY today. I got this picture in my head of what I want, and so that's what I'm trying to pull off here. And this is E6000 that I'm putting on this brush, and I'm brushing down the mirror. Okay, so now we want to press that together like so, and do the same process that we did with the glue gun. Make sure you get plenty of glue on here. And we want to put our E6000 right down the middle. So now that we've done that, give it a little more hold like we did last time. Now we're going to take that little piece of styrofoam and we're going to just glue it right down on here. And this just at like a binding piece. You can also use a piece of wood or popsicle sticks or something like that if you choose to. So I'm just spraying that down. I want to clean off the mirror before this little bit of glue dries. Now you could take any seepage that you may have, which I have just a little here, you can take and rub it off with your finger before it dries completely, and then when we're done we can go over it with alcohol and get off any leftover residue. So that's what I'm going to do real quickly. And it's not that much. That's why I'm able to use my hand, because it's really not much of anything there. So for those who may be wondering, why am I using my hands? That's why. Because there's really nothing here. And I'm just getting deep into the crevices, because I want it to have as clean of a look as possible. So I'm going to clean this off, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I cleaned off kind of the front of the mirror or whatnot. So now I'm going to turn it back over. Now if you want to, you could get some painter's tape, and you could put painter's tape across here and across here to help keep this held on here pretty good. But I'm just going to try to be very careful and flip it, holding it in the centers, supporting the back, and giving it a flip as a unit. And now what we're going to do is take our gems. So what we're going to do is take a gem, and on the round part, I'm going to place it down like so. And we're going to do that for all the little feet on here. In the middle, you could just choose which one you want to use. You don't have to use both. Since this one seems to be a little off, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. It's a little off center. Hey you guys, a fellow subscriber, family member here on the YT told me a little trick about my glue gun to keep the webs from being so bad is to apply just a little bit of Vaseline to the glue gun before you start. And I did that the last time I used it, which was earlier. But I probably should have did it before I started this project, but I didn't. But anyway, if you do that, it does work. So to my subscriber who suggested that, you know who you are. Thank you so much, honey. Because them webs, honey, drives me crazy. And that was a great help. I appreciate you for that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going. I'm going to try to make all the gems the same size as possible. I feel like that's a small. So we got our feet on there now. Now if you want to make this look neater, you can easily put a strip of felt right down the center of here if you feel like it. Or like I say, you could use popsicle sticks or something like that. I just used this piece of poster board because it's what I had. So we're going to flip these over. Make sure all the feet are on. And feels good. This one actually feels wiggly for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it does, but let's reinforce it. All right. So now we're going to turn it over. Put it in the center because it's still drying, you guys. It is still drying. It's going to take like 24 hours to 48 hours to completely dry. So now you have something that sits up high like this. So now this is the step where you want to Let's see, make sure it's still even. So far it seems to be. Okay. It seems to still be even. Okay, so now what you want to do is we're going to take and clean our glass with some alcohol to get any glue that's on there off, and then some glass cleaner. You're not going to soak it. You just want to get a damp cloth and do that, and then we could proceed. So let me go and clean that because I don't have my glass cleaner right here, you guys, because I forgot. So I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so we have all of this cleaned now, and if you're smart, which I am smart, but I'm not going to because I don't have any, use you a pair of gloves or something like that to reduce the fingerprints. Otherwise, it's okay if you don't. You just have to re-clean it again before it's all over with. And that's what I'm going to have to do because I don't have any gloves. I probably have some upstairs. I just don't feel like getting up to go up there to find them. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue. Actually, it's easier to put the dab of glue on the corners. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue on the corners where I know I want my little gem. And you don't need a lot because you don't want any seepage from the gem. And just like that. And you're going to do the rest of the corners the same way. You're going to come out. You got a gem in each corner. Okay. Nothing special, should be very simple. Just want to make sure that's not sticking. And then I'm going to continue to add a gem in these corners as well. Now you don't have to do this step. This is all optional. You don't have to do these parts if you don't want to. You don't have to. I don't want you to feel like you have to do it because you don't. Okay, so now I have all of them on. Now I'm going to set this to the side, so I'm going to push it up out of the way so that I can work on the candle holders. So now we're going to take these candle holders here, and I'm going to put this on there because I don't want you guys to see the reflection in there. So we're going to take these candle holders, and we're going to take a 3-row bling, and if you don't have 3-row bling and you have like the fatter kind, that's fine, but you want to cut down to 3 rows, like 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're gonna wrap those around the bottom of this candle holder and glue it down. Once you figure out the length, you can just cut it 2 more times to get 3. Okay. Okay, so we have bling on all 3 of our candle holders. So you want to then take in with some alcohol. I got some green rubber alcohol, that's what my husband had in there, and just wipe off any glue webs or fingerprints off your glass candle holder. And then we'll remove the labels off the bottom. Then we're going to take and we're going to glue it right down to this glass. So we're going to definitely use E6000 because we want this to be permanent. But we also want to use the hot glue for a quick hold so it doesn't budge while it's gluing overnight. Okay. This stuff can be messy. Make sure you use this in a well-ventilated area because it's, woo, child, honey. If you ever worked with E6000, then you know what I'm talking about. So then we're going to take on the outer rim of that glue. We don't want to get it too close to the outer rim because we don't want it to seep. So we don't want a lot. Let's put a little bit right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to set it, find my center, but I think it's my center, and place it down. So down, give it a little hold. Little pressure. So I hope that you guys understand that sometimes that when you're creating DIYs from like scratch, something you just thinking about or something like that, and you're trying to formulate it in your mind, that sometimes you never know how it's going to turn out. You just kind of like go with it. So basically that's what I'm doing. So I know it seems like, what is she doing? I'm a little bit unsure. It's just not that. It's just that I have not did a rough draft of this DIY. Like, I haven't done it before. I'm actually doing it right now, and fingers crossed that it turns out okay. So anyhow, well, we're going to go ahead and glue the rest of these down as well. And they are here. So I have this one here. See if I can find it. Side. It's right here. So there are places where you can see where they start and begin. And those are the places I want to face in the inside of the glass. I don't want that to face on the outside. So that's what I have been looking for. When you keep seeing my finger here so I can know where it's at. Now, if you have a ruler, you're going to want to use a ruler if you have one. I have one somewhere, but I'm being a lazy bone tonight, and I don't want to get up to go hunt down no rulers, no nothings. I don't want to do it. I just want to sit here and enjoy working on my DIY. That's all I want to do. So, top on that. Get my hot glue. Now, the trick to this is I'm going to use this poster board to kind of guide me where I need to place this, how far back it needs to go. But I will eyeball its center. And we're going to do the same thing for the next one. So anywho, I got to apply some pressure to this. You guys, we are pretty much at the end of this DIY. Got a little messy. That's what we don't want. See, again, got tired now, and I'm glad I'm at the end of my DIY because, like I said, I'm getting a little messy. So, because that's messy, I don't know where the other side begins, but we're just going to place it. I'm gonna place it right there. So, and I think I want to add a little bit more gems on here because it looks just a tad bit naked. So I'm gonna do that. Add just a little bit more gems. So, for those that are interested in, see, doesn't it look so much better? Let me get this paper out the way. Don't that look so much better with more blings? I think it looks so much better. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I'm gonna put these last three on, and we're gonna be done. So I'm gonna put these last three on off camera, and then I'm gonna be right back. All right, you guys, so this is our final look. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see where I added the gems. It's so glam, you guys. You can see around here and around the back. You can see that. I don't know, but absolutely gorgeous. You can see the little feet, glass feet underneath. So yeah, it is very neatly done, and it's gorgeous. I absolutely love it, and I hope that you do too. And if you do, then give me a big fat thumbs up, share the video, Subscribe if you have not already done so. I don't know what you're waiting on for, because it's free. It don't cost you anything. So go ahead and subscribe and support your girl. And also, leave me a comment in the comment section below so we can chat, because I love chatting with you guys. Until the next time, be blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.